Okay, let's see here. Let's see, we've got Sander, DeVries, Dylan Minicar, NC Proud, COAH5, Curtis Momo, Devin Blitz, Chuck Stetler, Mike Lee, Grant Bushman, Joshua Hanausek, sorry, Brian Denny, Josh again, RJF205, Alan Vines, NC Proud, My Random Channel, Curtis Winters, and Scuba Steve 93. It's Scuba Steve. Let's see here. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you guys ready for some Farming Simulator Mountain? I think we got some new mods today, didn't we? Yes, we've got the New Holland. Which I think, wasn't this like one of the starting combines in Farming Sim 15? I want to say. And then the header for it. So nothing too exciting today, but kind of nice to have those in game. Let's see here. YouTube stream. There we go. And let's get started. You sure hope you get a new map soon. Pro Gamer, hello. Southern Bell 24, Austin Holloman. The coffee is hot. You know what's crazy is it was like 63 degrees out here today. And in Celsius, I think it's about 16, a little bit less than 17 Celsius, I guess. Kind of between 16 and 17 Celsius. Yeah, it was like really warm out today. I made a roast today, but it's really turned out dry, so I'm not sure. It's kind of a different roast than I usually get. So I don't know. I might not get that kind anymore. Let's see. Where are we? Oh, here we go. All right. You have to have a root canal. Those aren't fun. I've had one of those before. Skeet says, "Hey Brad, how you doing today?" I'm doing pretty good. Hello, Andrew Coolman. I don't know, but I'm guessing we get a map with a featured DLC. Well, whatever they come out with next fall, or this coming fall, whether it's the Diamond Edition, because they can't use, you know, titanium, they can't use platinum, and they can't use gold. In the Silver Edition, that just kind of sounds lame, you know, with respect to the other editions. So there's got to be something better than titanium, better than gold, better than platinum, that they'll release in the fall like they do every year, and I'm sure that there'll be a map with that. There always is. Let's see. Is it possible to put hazard lights on FS19 on Xbox, and how? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you can't do it right now, then I'm going to say no, but I don't know. Anybody in the chat know? They play on console? I don't know. Why don't we do a like spike right off the bat? Why not Ultimate? I mean, they could do an Ultimate Edition. And then they'd have to do like a Pen Ultimate Edition. And then they would have to do like a Supreme Edition. You see where this is going? You could on 17, but you can't anymore. Well, typically what they'll do is they'll, like, I think they did it with 13, and I think they did it with 15. Is like, you know, probably after the game's been out a long time, they'll basically have, like, one edition that's got everything, like all the DLCs, everything all in one thing. RGF205 says, are you talking about DLCs or pizza? That is a good question. Darth Leaf says, DLC a better American map instead of garbage everywhere. Yeah, I agree. Lauren98, I changed my name to my real name. Dang, now I realize that may be TMA. Or TMI. Now we can stalk you. No, I'm... Well... So we are going to have a lot of soybeans to get rid of this episode. The ranch is the best price. Wow, look at oats. Look how much the oat price is getting up there. Now wait, can't we, like the railroad silo, can't I put like another 100,000 into that? I think that I can. I think so. I mean, I could be wrong, but I kind of think that I can. In the meantime, let's fold all this up. Let's see here. They should rename Ravenport to Rubbishport. Yeah, I don't disagree. That's why I like your channel. You don't judge, well, at least not out loud. You know, it's kind of funny. Like everybody makes judgments, regardless of people that, you know, say that, oh, I don't judge. A lot of people, you know, what's kind of funny is, I've in my personal dealings with people, I generally find the people that say they don't have, like, you know, judgments about others to be some of the most judgmental people, you know, that I've ever met. And I hate saying that about people, but unfortunately, it's somewhat true. Wait, where is my cedar? But, you know, judgment and having good judgment is you know, it's part of human nature. You know, it's kind of what keeps you out of trouble, or what gets you into trouble. And, you know, it's having judgment regardless of, you know, whether it's good or bad. You know, it's part of human nature, I think. And I'm not saying that in order to justify, you know, bad behavior, which I honestly don't. But, yeah, it's always kind of a, that's always been my perspective on things. And maybe that's because I'm a Libra, because, you know, you have to kind of balance the, you know, the bad and the good to reach equilibrium. I guess that's kind of something that I've always, oh gosh, Helper G. Who is Helper G? Oh, he is Captain Helper G. Okay, let's pull and pull in here. We'll drop. We'll block the driveway. Oh gosh, I got a hiccup. kind of. Oh, I had the weirdest... I was eating dinner. I had the weirdest thing happen to me earlier tonight. So I sat down... I made this, like, pot roast today. I, like, kind of slaved over it all day. And... I sit down to eat, and I start eating, and it's like I can swallow, but it's like I can feel that, like, my stomach, it, like, won't... It, like, the food won't go down into my stomach. Like, it kept on, like, going up and down and up and down. And I kind of was afraid that I was going to start choking, but thankfully I didn't. But that was pretty freaky. Come on. So, it's gonna stop now, darn it. Unless I can get up there in time. James Pereira says, Brad, how was your night? Well, aside from, like, the crazy choking incident earlier, I'm actually doing pretty good. But yeah, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. I hope I don't become one of those old people that, you know, can't swallow. Ugh, that'd be the worst. Oh God, I just realized that, like, never mind, I'll just stop. I'll just stop. Ah, we missed another spot. Okay, Helper B has completed their task. Just gonna pull this up to the end of the row here. And... No! Stop! Thank you. Okay. You know what? I don't know if we're going to be able to fit everything in here. Because I think we've got 193. Yeah, this is going to max us out at 200,000 right here. Let's see here. Hi, Brad. I got... Whoops. I got a curious question for you. The markers at your speedometer and fuel and the other thingy, they are all wonky for me. It doesn't fit between the markers and all. So I'm wondering, how do I fix that? Been driving me crazy. Roy, I'm assuming that you're playing on a PC. The first thing you would want to do is find out what resolution you're playing in. Like, is it 1920 by 1080 or some other weird resolution? And make sure that the game resolution in the graphics settings menu matches. Make sure that you've got the same resolution. Oh, come on. Not this again. All right. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to drive down. We're going to offload our other combine, the smaller combine. Actually, no. Actually, I've got a better idea. All right. I was like, selected silo is empty. But yeah, I would say that, you know, just make sure that your screen resolution is correct on your PC and in the game, and let me know if that fixes it. Jack Balmer, hello. Let's see, Josh. Gaming with Benny says hi. Hello, Gaming with Benny. I'm glad you're live because me parents watching the president's speech right now. Oh, shoot. We should watch that together. I totally forgot that was on at 9 o'clock. Daniel Coffee thinks my tractor's sexy. Oh, Daniel. I put my catfish bait in there just for you. Oh, is he stopped? Oh, man. Krabby Farmer, I've had... You know, that's the... Krabby Farmer says I've had enough with politics. You know, I totally agree, but it's... Unfortunately, politics is one of those things that's never, ever going to end. Never, unfortunately. It's always going to be there. Love it or hate it. Pause the live stream. Nah, I'm not going to do that, CYH. I couldn't do that to you guys. I'm playing on PC, and yes, I'm playing at 1920 by 1080, and that's also my screen resolution I've always had. Sad face. Well, like I said, go into the graphics settings and just make sure that the in-game graphics settings are also, you know, set to 1920 by 1080. It should be, but you just never know. Is Carrie back? I have not seen her yet, so she may be mad at me or something. Okay, my truck is full. So I'm going to hire the worker to get... Shoot. Oh, yeah. There we go. So I guess we'll go over here to this silo and we'll just drop off this 60,000 soybeans. D Hamby says if it's not the screen resolution, then check your field of view. I don't know if field of view would affect that. It might, though. Another thing you would definitely want to check is to make sure your graphics card drivers are completely up to date. So, you know, if you've got an NVidia card, make sure that you go into your GeForce Experience software and you know, update your graphics card drivers, and then if you're, you know, on an AMD, God forbid, make sure that those drivers are updated. However you do that, I don't know. Where is the best price for soybean? It's up here at the ranch right now. mean, so even if we have, let's see, soybean 2771, we are going to have to sell some. 2771 times, we'll just say 60,000. That's a full truckload. That's 166,000. No, that's not right. So 60 times 2771. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, $166,000. Sorry. So, you know, not small potatoes. Let's see. How is my... Okay, Helper C is still working. Helper D, oh gosh. We're going to have to go and get Helper D out of trouble here soon, because he's got a nearly full grain tank. Our helper here is almost done with this roast, so let's go ahead and offload him. Luke Schilt says, hello, Brad. Just got back from basketball and just jumped in the stream. Well, welcome aboard. Okay, so now we're going to drive down. We're going to offload. Was it Helper D? Don't knock the railroad sign over. Now here's a question for you. Since we have kind of like a north silo, train silo, and a south train silo, is it 100,000 per, or like how does that work? Uh-oh, the D is full. Uh-oh. Oh, how are we doing on oats, by the way? Because I think we might need to... We might want to plant some. Yeah, we're out of oats right now. Oh. Yeah, well, let's plant some oats this time. And then, let's see, up here, let's see, let's plant... Let's plant canola up here. What I would really like to do is buy this area up here, though, so that I could start putting a kind of a farm up here. And maybe even a chicken coop up here, because it seems like the ranch always has the best prices for chicken egg. Not always, but most of the time. Most of the time. Come on. There we go. There's a tow bar mod. Why would you need one? You know, that's one of those things I've never needed in all the years I've been playing Farming Sim, is a tow bar mod. Lauren says she's cleaning. It's so fun. Some people really get into cleaning, like, and they, you know, it's like, it is fun for them, but I am not one of those people. Not that I'm like dirty or anything, but I'm sure I could always be cleaner. Wait, what? Alright, so let's get this field done. Let's... Well, we're going to have to do the last little bits of this field. And then we own field 18 now, too, remember? So we got to go and do that field as well. And we'll try to cut a few trees down up there tonight. Okay. And I think we still have a little tiny bit over here to do. MSH, not too much, playing some Farming Sim 19. Lauren says she cleans about twice a day. Whoa. You have to come and clean my bathroom so, you know, you can get all the poop nuggets out of the walls and stuff, and just the smell in there, you know, just really needs a woman's touch. It's like, Brad, why does it smell like roast beef in here? I don't know. What's kind of creepy is I have you playing on my TV, but I'm chatting on my phone, so it kind of feels like I'm talking straight to you. Ooh, wow. Wait, who are you chatting on your phone with? She's like, gross. Oh, mission accomplished. Let's see. Are you going to flatten out F22 so you don't have to keep... I can't. I can't... Remember, we tried this before and we had problems. I don't really have a huge amount of money to spend. I guess what I could do is I could... I'd have to do it like right now, though. I could, what could I do? Save the game. Then we could try to do the field mods again. And then basically I would have to come back and, you know, if we screwed the field up, you know, we would at least have the game saved. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe. Why do I keep singing Justin Bieber? Oh, she's typing in the chat on my phone. Okay. Lauren, I'm not going to repeat what you just typed. But yeah, I feel your pain. That's gross. Let's see here. All right. What I have to do is wait. Where is game? Okay, we're gonna turn the autosave interval off. I'm gonna save the game. Now we're gonna go to landscaping mode, and hopefully, see, like right in here, it needs to be raised up. So what I'm left click, left. Okay, there we go. Left click, left click. Now, what I'm going to do is hold both mouse buttons down to flatten this area like so. This is obviously going to require a few more passes. Okay. Now I need to change the radius, and then I need to use my middle mouse button to smooth this. It's so nice and smooth. Wait. That was so creepy. All right. See, now, like right here, looks like it's... Well, let's just keep chugging along, I guess. See, like right here, it looks like a little depression has formed. Let's see. I know that we always get something like right in here. But I can't really tell if it's moving. I am holding my center mouse button, but again, I can't tell if it's actually moving. I think the other one is like right in here. No, let's go. Okay. Now, the only problem right here is this little bit right here where we cannot do anything. Uh-oh, we're gonna have to... We're gonna have to get the truck up here. Who is Helper J? Let's see here. Do you make everything into grass? Well, when you're landscaping, yeah, it basically sets it back to the default terrain. So then you have to go back in there and replow everything. Which, let me tell you, is so super fun. Wait, I don't need him. I need this guy. See, it still looks like it's kind of a big dip in there. Lauren asks, what are you playing this game on? Yes, I'm playing on PC. Will cannot hear him. See, can you guys, are you guys hearing me okay? Or is it just this Jack Baumer guy? Or Balmer? Baumer or Balmer? I'm still in Discord. Oh my gosh. How would you know? You're not even on there. Not in the live streaming channel. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, everybody. Dang it, Kevin. He's like, no, I can't hear you. Okay, everybody can. I was gonna say, otherwise I'd have like zero. There'd be like 3 people watching. Sean Myatt, hello. Yep, everybody can hear me. I thought so. Okay, so he's empty. Got a little blop here to do. Okay. I'm just going to leave the pipe out on this guy. I always leave my pipe out. Alright, so we need to start... Whoa. We need to start in the landscaping. Whoa. Oh, gosh. What have I done? Okay, here we go. Let's smooth this out. I didn't mean to go like so extreme there. Oh man, that really was not in. Okay. All right. So let's do. We need to do like flatten here, cross like that, like that. To flatten here. Okay. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just using the flatten tool to try to push the flat part of the field, you know, from the east to west. West being to the right. Whoops. Okay. See, now we're really busting through money, and that's what I don't want to do. So we'll just kind of do this first blending pass here. Oh, shoot! Are you... Oh, my God. Nope. It's doing it again. I just do not think this is going to work the way I'm hoping that it's going to work. But I could be wrong. I don't know. Helper B is blocked. Okay, I think that's the semi-truck. It's blocking that. See, like we have kind of like this dip up here, and then now we've got this big mountain right here. And I think that's as big as I can make. Yeah, that's the biggest I can make this. I mean, even if I stood here all day and tried to flatten this out, I just don't think it's going to work. Now, what if I went like right here and we went flatten right? Oh, God. I'm just trying to make the best of this situation because it's not very good at this point. Let's see here. We've got to get... like right in here too. I'm gonna try to buff it out. I don't think it's working really. I don't know, maybe it kind of is. I don't know. I can't tell if any of this stuff is working. All I can do is reseed and then hope for the best. That's literally all I can do. Oh man, I almost... I mean, I'm just trying to... Okay. No, I do not want to start landscaping. Wait, what's going on right here? There's like a big dent in the field. Look. I might have to fix that. Let's see. As much as I want to fix it, I don't want to fix it right meow. You've gone through like 42,000. Oh, I know. Is the strength new? What's that? Giants needs to have a delete option. I don't disagree there. Switch to the other modification shape. It will help you find me a better. It will help you to find me a better. What? You lost me there. Where's my plow? Is it up here? Where is the... No, it's down here at the farm. I'm almost positive of it. Oh, great. Yeah, I see it over there. Okay. So, we're going to take off and pick up the plow, and we're going to replow our field, I guess. You must be able to change how much it impacts the change. Nope. The only thing you can do is change the cursor size. Otherwise, nope, it doesn't do anything. And it doesn't really matter if you choose a circular cursor or a square. With elevation changes, it always does it in a square regardless of what you do. Which, trust me, makes me want to punch a monkey, but that's just the way it is. Ryan Truitt, hello. Wyatt Richards, hello. Did I say Wyatt? Ryan Truitt and Wyatt Richards, hello. Both of you guys. And I'm just going to put the wheel weights on the back because it kind of seems to help a little bit more when plowing. I don't know if it really does, but it just kind of seems like it does. How's my day? My day's been going pretty good. Unfortunately, you cannot use a worker to replow the field because it resets the field back to default. So you actually have to create, allow create field. So you have to do it manually, which sucks the big one down on the farm. Watch. Yep. I told you, you didn't believe me. Okay. Looks like there's a new option on the landscape tool that lets you change brush strength. Where did you see that? There's no new option as far as I've seen. Unless it's something that they want to plan. Oh, you're talking about down here, brush strength. Yeah, that doesn't have anything to... There's no way to change that. And if there is, I mean, it's not shown here. Oh, left control. This is the change strength button. Okay, this is what it is. This basically changes how much it'll raise and lower the terrain. So you always want to have it on the minimum, so that you know, all of a sudden you don't have like a gigantic mountain that you didn't want at 10 times the price. It strengthens smoothing. Well, then I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to set this up here. And what we'll do is I'm going to put the strength up to... How much does it go up to? We'll try 2. And I'm going to make the brush size as big as possible. And... I can kind of see it working a little bit. How far did it, okay, so it goes all the way up to 3. Actually, that does look a lot smoother. Okay, well then, here's the next thing I'm going to do then. We're going to try to smooth this out then. Okay, now what I'm going to do before I do that, so I'm going to save the game. Oh my gosh, it's like so hot in here already. I've got the air conditioning turned off, or the heat turned off. There's something about Farming Sim that just, like my computer room doesn't even get this hot when I'm playing Star Citizen. So there's something like about the Giants engine that just like bakes me. Okay, save game. And let's see here. So I'm gonna try to let's see, where's that little divot? Okay, it's right there. Cannot, what does it say? Yeah, see, I can't. Ah! See what I mean about the mountain where you didn't want it? Well, actually, wait a second. Let's try this terrain smoother here. See, it's like right there. Well, let's see. Go down this way. It's like I have to smooth everything out around this point, because that's where the defect on the field is. Man, I really hope they fix that someday. So I don't know. Did we smooth it out at all? Okay. Maybe it's time to water cool or use liquid nitrogen. No, my CPU is water cooled, but I do not want to go with a water cooled GPU. I used to have a water cooled GPU, and it's, yeah, no. I don't want to do that again. It looks cool when when you talk about it. In practice, it is not so nice. Okay. The landscape option is a good idea, but it's too much guesswork in your favor. Yeah, that's very true, especially with like no undo button. What I think it should do is, like, basically when you start landscaping, you're essentially like freezing time, okay? And you're essentially going to open up your landscaping tool, right? And it's basically going to act like a planner where it doesn't take any money out of your account, but it allows you to modify the terrain up and down, left, right, whatever you got to do. And then once you're finished, it's going to be like, okay, this is how much it's going to cost to do all the terrain changes. It might be 60,000, 10,000, 100,000, whatever the price is. And it'll show you, and then it'll say, do you want to make the changes? And then you'll be like, yeah, buddy. And then it'll be like, okay. And then as soon as you agree, voila, it makes all the changes. And actually, this field looks way nicer. Looks a lot smoother now. Thanks, guys. You never raised the soil in the hole. Are you talking about this hole that's right up here? I haven't really had... Well, I'll tell you what. I did smooth out this area, so we're just going to have to kind of see how it, it's working. And then if it's working okay, I'm just going to leave it as is. I just want to make sure that the hole is smooth. You don't want a ratty hole. But if the hole is nice and smooth and you can glide through it nice and easy, especially with the combine, if you're plowing it, if you're plowing through this hole and you can go through it, just glide through it without getting stuck, then you're going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Hey Brad, can you, on that slant, can you go straight down close to the trees? I'm not sure what you mean. Let's see. I see some of your earlier messages got deleted. I don't know why, lol. It's probably Nightbot. Any donuts with my coffee? No. I don't really eat donuts anymore. Maybe I should. I don't know. I just don't want to get the diabetes. Because that's no joke. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is why you can't hire a worker. You know, I just tried hiring one. Nope, he's having none of it. Okay. All right. Go to the other side of your field where you're plowing. Okay. Like over there. Uh-oh. See, I just hit that little nubbin right there, and that caused the plow to skip. So that's going to be one of those areas where we just might have to deal with it, I guess. See the slant to my right? Are you talking about like Are you talking about this slant right here? That's the only slant I think you could be talking about. How now do you have to cultivate? I have to plow it all, but the seeder will cultivate it. The only other thing I might have to do is put lime on it again. Blimey! Matter of fact, if I just go to the field. Nope, doesn't even need lime. Yay! Okay. Well, the reason Skeet, why I have not, I haven't. The reason why I don't just plow this whole thing is because there's like this big divot up here, which I, obviously don't want to fall into. There is a method to my madness, I promise. Okay. Oh, this is so much fun, 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 fun. I'm kidding, it's not fun at all. I do like plowing, though, better in FS19. FS17, it wasn't as bad either. But I don't know, there's something about FS19. I think the plowing textures look a little bit better. Not quite as good as, well, not as good as Farmer's Dynasty. Farmer's Dynasty is a little bit too extreme, I think, but plowing is actually a lot of fun in that game. Almost as fun as baling. Yeah, I don't really like baling all that much. Once course play gets set up and I need more grass, I'll do, I'll set it up to do baling. But yeah, manual baling is really kind of a pain. Like, for some reason, like, kids have, especially like young kids, they're like, why don't you ever bale? I don't know what it is about, like, the youngsters and baling. I mean, yeah, you have to do it in real life, but, as far as, like, making money, you don't really make that much money off of it. Because whenever you sell bales, the bale price just goes right down the toilet really fast. Story time. Let's see, story time. Let's see, what story? Since I posted some pictures of me back in my flying days on my... Wait, who the heck is Helper B? Since I posted some pictures back in... you guys want to hear, like, the time I took my girlfriend up flying and she, like, spewed all over the place in the plane? It was so awesome. No, it wasn't. I freaking felt bad. I'm trying to think of, like, a story that I could tell. I can't even stand on top of the thing and jump inside. Okay, well, we're done with this field, finally. They never mowed the lawn in real life, so they don't have the dramatic flashbacks that we have when we bail. I always enjoyed mowing, kind of. Like, looking back on it, there were some times where I was just like, oh my gosh, I hate mowing, and I would mow the lawn at, like, 500 miles an hour. But, like, as I got, like, looking back on it, like, mowing the lawn was, like, so relaxing. Alright, so we're gonna get this up and out of here. Whoops. I thought I was gonna have enough clearance. Ugh. Anthony Dennis is just stopping by to say hi again. Hello, Anthony. Any scary moments flying? There actually was one time. I was on a flight. I'm trying to remember where I was going. This was back before I got my instrument rating, and I was on a flight. I can't remember exactly where I was going. I think I was going out to Athens, Ohio. And some rain showers kind of popped up. And of course, I didn't have a storm scan. You know, I didn't have a a radar in the plane that I was flying, which was a GPS-equipped Cessna 172. And, you know, I had some instrument training at the time, but I didn't have my full IFR yet. And so I'm kind of flying along, and I start seeing, you know, raindrops on the windshield, and I'm like, uh-oh, should I continue on? And because I could kind of see that, you know, up ahead it was looking kind of, you know, there were rain clouds, but you know, I couldn't really fly around them at the time because they were kind of getting more and more widespread. And so I kind of got to the point where, you know, it started raining fairly constant. And, you know, just whenever you're in rain, the rain, you know, falling through the sky pulls the air downwards, and it creates what's called a downdraft, which, you know, basically is pulling your plane down out of the sky. And I hit a downdraft, and I was by myself. I didn't have anybody else. You know, I didn't have a flight instructor with me or anything like that. And I just said, I started hitting this downdraft, and I'm like, this isn't good. You know, and I'm descending at like 500 feet per minute, and I gotta get these two little nougats right here. I just have this feeling that we're gonna start getting stuck on this little knob. So I'm like crapping my pants because I'm like, you know, my life wasn't really flashing before my eyes, but it was a little bit maybe, because I was like, you know, this, you know, the thought in my head was this could definitely get me killed, you know, continuing to fly through this rain and try to maintain VFR conditions. VFR means visual flight rules. That means, you know, you can see the ground, you can see the horizon. IFR, which is instrument flight rules, that means that you're flying only on instruments without, you know, reference to the ground. So I'm hitting this downdraft. I'm in this rain. I can see, you know, I can see the ground straight down, but I can't see, I don't have a clear horizon. And so, yeah, I tensed up quite a bit. And so I just started, you know, looking at my instruments and, you know, leveling the plane. Well, I was trying to turn. I was trying to do like a 360, or I'm sorry, not a 300, a 180 degree turn, so I could turn around and go back the way I had come. But, you know, when you're in the turn in a, you know, in a downdraft, you know, you also have to pull back, which increases the G-forces on your body a little bit. You have to pull back to maintain your altitude. And, you know, if you're not used to doing that constantly, it's very disorienting. And so I was getting a little bit disoriented, which I knew was a bad thing. And so I just, you know, just looked at my instruments and I'm like, okay, this is what, you know, you go through all these hours of flight training for. And I turned around and got out of the rain and headed right back to the airport. And that was kind of the end. That was like a disappointing start to the day. And what's even worse is by the time I got back to the airport and checked the weather again, all the rain had dispersed. Like it had all just gone away. So, you know, if I'd probably flown around there for 20 minutes in the circle, it just would have all, you know, everything would have rained through, and then I could have continued my flight, but I didn't. Have I ever flown through the Bermuda Triangle? No, I've never been down there. Nope. Look, guys, we're almost done. Steam, you just got an update for FS19. That's weird. Better safe than scratching. Yeah, definitely better safe than crashing. There was one time when I was actually doing my IFR training, my stepsister used to like going flying with me. So this is after I you know, I was already a private pilot, had my private pilot's license, and you know, my stepsister would call me up. She'd be like, "Hey, you going flying tomorrow? You know, can I come along?" And I'd be like, "Sure." So, so she'd go up with me, and so I had this. You know, when you're flying IFR, like doing actual flight training, you wear this thing. It's called an IFR hood, and basically, it's like this hood that you put over your head so that you can't see anything outside of the cockpit. That you can only look at your instrument panel. And so we're flying around, and you know, I don't know, I'm doing some kind of a approach somewhere out in the country somewhere. I can't remember exactly what we were doing that day, but all of a sudden my flight instructor's like, "I've got the plane," and he, you know, and I was like, "You've got the plane," and all of a sudden he banks hard, like 45 degrees to the right. So we're in a right-hand bank, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And he's like, I don't know. You know, there's another plane in front of us or something. So I'm like, "What in the heck's going on?" So I take my visor off, and you know, we're turning to the right, and so I kind of look out my left window, and I see basically this orange light. And the best way I could really describe it was that it looked like a basketball with a really bright light on the inside of it. It wasn't like emanating light beams or anything like that, but it just looked like a basketball with like a light bulb on the inside of it. And I'm like, "What in the heck is that?" And my flight instructor's like, "I don't know." And so, okay, so we're done here, I think. Let's see, limit to fields. So anyway, we call up, I'm trying to remember who we called. I think we called up Indianapolis Center. So we get on the horn. We're like, you know, Indy Center, this is Cessna, blah 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 blah. And they call back, and they're like, you know, Indy Center, Cessna, blah blah blah. Go ahead. And my flight instructor's like, you know, do you have an aircraft on radar, you know, near our position? And so they're like, you know, Cessna blah 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 squawk, you know, 9452 or, you know, some number, so that they can identify you on the radar. So we, you know, take our transponder offline, put in the new number, turn it, you know, put it back online, and you know, Indy Center comes back and they're like, you know, Cessna blah blah blah, radar contact, you know, and then they give you like a position, like, you know, 50 miles from blah blah blah, and so they're like, yeah, we don't have any air traffic within like 30 miles of your position. And so we kind of look at each other and we're like, we just saw like an aircraft fly by at our altitude. I can't remember. We weren't very high. We were maybe at like 4,500 feet or something like that. We might have even been a little bit lower than that. And so, but anyway, you know, I'm turning, watching this thing, but you know, before we even called air traffic control, we're in this right-hand turn. I'm looking at this thing out of my window, and I'm just like, what in the heck is that thing? So I take the controls back, and I'm like, it's my plane, and so my flight instructor releases the controls. So I turn back to the left, and the plane that we were in was an older Cessna 172, and it had like these two little kind of pill-shaped windows directly above your head. And basically what it was designed for, oh great, we got to go fill up, don't we? Whoops. What it was designed for is so that, you know, as you're flying along, when you're in a turn, you can, you know, like if I'm in a right-handed turn, you can't see, you know, you have to like lean forward to look, you know, up and out of the window. And so those windows are designed so that you can just look up, and, you know, if you're in a turn, you can see straight to the horizon through the upper part of the fuselage. So, you know, I'm turning and I'm kind of leaning over towards my flight instructor a little bit so that I can look up and see, you know, through the fuselage, through that little window. And I'm like following this ball. And so we kind of turned around, probably, I don't know, we probably did a full U-turn, you know, as this thing passed. I mean, it was like flying past us. You know, I could see its movement. It wasn't on the ground. I could see it moving in relation to the ground. And it was just like this orangish colored light that was kind of colored like a basketball or something. It was weird. It was truly the strangest thing. But, yeah, air traffic control, they never saw anything on radar. You know, they're all like, you know, do you want to file a report? And we're like, no way. No, it wasn't part of the training. It was, there was something flying there, but we just do not know what it was. It was very, very bizarre. But my stepsister, she saw it too, and she was like, she was really super mad because, and she kept saying like, figures like it was like the first time that she didn't bring her video camera. She's like, it figures the first time I don't bring my video camera, we see aliens. See, that's why I don't think, you know, you get too many reports of like aliens anymore, at least, you know, credible ones, because everybody's got cell phones now. The aliens know that everybody has cameras on them now, so they got to be like, you know, super stealthy, and, you know, they can't show themselves like they used to. What do I think it was? To this day, I have no idea. You know, we were both. Matter of fact, when we got back to the airport, you know, generally when you get back, when you're doing flight training, you know, you do some debriefing with your flight instructor. And so my stepsister was there, and so we're all talking about it, like all three of us, and we're like, you know, that's the question that we were asking, is like, what do we think it was? And the fact that it wasn't, because literally the first thought that went through my mind was that it was probably like some kind of a ground light, you know, light on the ground, because it wasn't late in the day, but it was a little bit before sunset. It was pretty hazy out that day. Like, it wasn't, like, you couldn't see like a really solid horizon like you could when you know, like you can when it's really nice and clear. Like in Farming Simulator, like in FS19 in the mornings, when the sun's coming up and everything's like really, you know, bright and hazy. That's kind of like what it was. And you know, it's kind of hard to see details. I mean, the fact that it was so steady, and then it eventually just faded away into the haze. Like, we were following behind it, because you know, basically we made like a really hard right-hand turn. I took the plane back, and I had visual contact with it out my left, you know, out the left window. And so I'm watching it, you know, the whole time. I straighten out. You know, I'm still looking at it, you know, flying straight ahead. And, you know, constantly looking at my instruments, looking back at it. And then I make a left-handed turn to turn around to see if we can get it in behind it and figure out what it is. That's what we were trying to do, is to turn and see if it was like another airplane. But we were like, you know, if it was a reflection of the sun off of another aircraft, it wouldn't have been steady. Because I've seen, you know, I've been out flying in formation with other planes, or shooting video of other aircraft where we're coordinated with the other planes, and you know, occasionally you'll see like the sun reflect off of the aircraft. But I mean, it generally isn't something that's prolonged like this. And it definitely wouldn't be sustainable, you know, as you turn all the way around behind the plane. You know, we did see Just a Little Farm in Kansas says it was a flying planet. You know, we did discuss the possibility of it being Venus and Mars, but, you know, it was passing off to the south and then east of us, which would have completely ruled out that theory, like, pretty much instantly. I mean, it was just really weird. I mean, to this day, I have no idea what the heck it was. Like I said, it just looked like a big basketball. Like a glowing basketball. And it might have been bigger than that. It might have been smaller than I mean, you couldn't really tell what, you know, how big it was or anything like that. It just looked like a light. But aircraft don't have lights that color. They don't have like an orange light on them like that. So, you know, we talked about all kinds of stuff, and, you know, we thought, well, maybe we should file a report. And then, you know, my flight instructor's like, they're like, yeah, you don't want to file a UFO report, because whenever you file a report, you know, any kind of incident report or anything, it goes on your permanent record, because the FAA, depending on the severity of it, nothing probably would have happened in this case, since it didn't result in any damage or anything like that, or loss of life. But you know, still, if you file a report, it goes on your record. So if you ever get hired, you know, try to get hired by an airline or something, and because they'll bring up your, you know, your permanent flight record, and they see, you know, oh, you filed a UFO report, they'll probably think you're a loon and not hire you. No probing. Well, when I woke up the next day, my behind was a little sore. But like I talked about it with like one or two of my friends at the time. But boy, my stepsister told like everybody on planet Earth. Like, people were calling me up, like, "What did you see? Oh my gosh, how are you still alive?" You know, it's like, you know, it was probably nothing. Like when I first initially saw it, like literally for like a split second, I thought that it was like a balloon. Like a, you know, just like a helium balloon, and that because of the way the sun was in the sky, because the sun was, you know, pretty low in the sky, it was probably, you know, 10 degrees or so above the horizon. I thought, well, maybe it was like just like an orange balloon with the sun reflecting off of it. But we would have had to have been really close, like within, you know, probably 200 feet, and it wasn't like a reflected light. It was like it was luminous, like it actually had a light inside of it. It was weird. That's like one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. Like, and I don't have it, like, to this day, I have no freaking clue what that it was. I don't know. But yeah, we called Indianapolis Center, and then we called Cincinnati Approach. And neither of them had any, you know, they didn't have any VFR planes, IFR planes, no air contacts. You know, so it wasn't like an ultralight or something like that. Yeah, it was just weird. What is your best day with my father? But if you don't want to talk about it, man, gosh. I mean, we had a lot of good days. You know, taking him flying were great days. You know, my dad was like a really great guy. I mean, he was, you know, he liked to tell stories. He liked to talk about when he was like in the Navy. My dad was in the submarine service, and he liked to talk about when he was in the Navy, and he had some weird things happen to him on the submarine that, you know, weren't explainable. And I think one of them, they were down, I don't know if they were in the Bermuda Triangle or if they were near it. And, you know, like, this is like one of the things that makes me sick. My dad used to tell me all these, like, you know, really great mysterious stories about when he was in the Navy and stuff. And, you know, we would go out to dinner, and I said, you know, one day we're gonna have to sit down, and I'll get all my camera equipment, and I'll set up my studio lights, and I'm just gonna like interview you about all these stories, and we'll try to figure out a list of like the stories that we want, you know, to talk about. And then of course we never do it, you never do it, and then the next thing you know, he's gone, and you can't do it again. And so you know, it's like you have to try to remember, like, man, how did that story go? How did Dad tell it? And, you know, and it's gone. It's just gone forever. You can never get that story back from the person that told it, and you know, those those are the kind of things that I miss. But gosh, I mean, I can't really pick like what was, you know, the greatest day I ever had with my dad. I don't know. I don't even know. I can't even begin to think of how to answer it, because every day was pretty darn good. Yeah, I miss him. I miss, you know, it's like every day. It's just like he died yesterday. It really is. When you have a parent, you know, I talk to a lot of people and they don't know who their dad is, and you know, or their mom or whatever, and or they didn't have a relationship with their dad or their parents, or you know, things like that. I feel bad because, you know, it's like, you know, I had a good relationship with my dad, probably more so than, you know, the relationship with my mom. Let's see, Zombie Monkey 11 is now following. Thank you so much, Zombie Monkey. But yeah, he was just an awesome guy. Jeff John says him knocking out that. Yeah, the one time when I was a kid and Dad jumped over the car and knocked out this, you know, he like punched out this guy that like grabbed onto me. That was pretty epic. But yeah, I mean, it's like I can't really pick like one moment and say that this was like the best, you know, the best moment. All right, we are going to, let's see, what do we got here? I guess I'm still putting down canola there. So let's take this cedar back to the farm, and then we're gonna lay down oats. Oats, 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 oats. There we go. Hello, Zombie Monkey. That's all I wanted to know, and I'm a little teary-eyed. Well, you don't have to be like that. Yeah, like my dad used to, you know, when we would go out to eat somewhere, my dad would always be like, he's like, man, I wish I could take you back in time to the Williamsburg Diner. My dad grew up in Williamsburg, Ohio. And apparently there's like a pool hall or a diner or something that was there, you know, like on Main Street. And he's like, man, they made the best cheeseburgers or hamburgers or whatever. He's like, they made the best burgers on planet Earth. And he's like, he's like, there's just nothing like them. You can't get a burger like it. You can't, you know, grill a burger. I mean, he just went on and on about how awesome these burgers were. And, you know, of course, the place has been closed for, well, now probably 50 years or more. I don't know. I'm sure it closed down way before I was ever born. But, yeah, I mean, it's like stuff like that. You know, he would always be like, oh, man, I wish you were around when I was growing up and I could have taken you to do this or, you know, do that. Or, you know, he was in the World's Fair. I think it was in 1964 or 65. I can't remember which. Oh man, I'm gonna have to lay down. Let's see. Okay. Holy cow, we've only got $12,000 left. Where did all of our money go? I mean, I know we bought some seed and fertilizer, but I thought we had like $30,000 left. Boy, was I wrong. The only thing I know about my dad are his name and place of birth. Have you ever tried looking them up? Oh no. I was hoping. Oh, go. Oh, yes. All right, so I got to lay lime down on all these fields. All right. I just noticed there's like a road going up that mountain up there. Yeah, we got a decent amount of lime in here, so let's... I probably should have just... left the big lime machine up at the top. Where's my other one though? I don't even see it down here. Is that it? No, it's not it over there. I don't know where it is. Tynan Taylor, hello. I have looked my dad up a couple of times, and all I know is that he is a veteran and he likes the Steelers. What? Like, does he just not want to talk to you, or? I don't know. Like, I can't imagine like having a kid and like not wanting to spend time with your kid. I just can't even. Like, the thought doesn't even cross my mind. Ah, sorry. Let's see. Hey, how you doing? I'm not subscribed yet, but I should be. I just saw the stream. How are you doing? Trooper 2K34, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? And Thailand, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. You can refill your lime at your farm because I have pallets. That is true. Oh man, now we're just gonna have like this little strip. Wait, what's going on here? No, you keep going. Okay. Oh, I still got my John Deere front weight out there. Where's my other limer? It's like driving me nuts, like wondering where I put it. Did I put it out by the other field, the other big field? Fields 21 and 22 and 23? Or whatever those fields are, 20, 20, 21, 22. Why is it so windy here tonight? I'm not sure where you live, Fatal X, but it's super windy here tonight too. That's because there is a cold front moving in, and it was super warm. So when you have, like, you know, a high and a low pressure system with a large temperature differential, you get lots of wind. All right, we are almost done here. Just gonna go boop, 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 boop. All right, good. Got to turn the mini map on. I forgot about the mini map. Okay, good. He's going to be done. Gotta do that, and then we'll do the little thing up here. Whoa, wait. Okay. I'm gonna have to take that tree down one of these days too. There's a mini map, yeah, just the bottom left corner. See, there's the mini map, there's the big map, and no map, and then the mini map again. Now we've got fertilizer, but we don't have seed. I don't know if we're going to have enough seed to finish this field off. What the heck is that? Oh. Let's see, what is the price? Ooh. Nope. Okay, we can hold 400,000. Wow. 400,000 in the central silos. That's huge. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll finish off field 26 with the lime. And let's see. So all of our fields. Oh, we got to do this field. Okay, we got to do 18. So let's enter the vehicle here. We're going to have to do something with this the soybeans that we have here, though I'm not really like hard pressed to do anything right this second. It isn't February yet for Pennsylvania. I don't like how I live in Pennsylvania and we barely get snow. Well, supposedly they're saying we might get some snow this weekend here in Cincinnati. I'm just going to check the temperature here really quick. Now it's down to 42. Yeah, nothing on the radar as far as precipitation goes. pretty much anywhere near us, so... What is snow? It's this white stuff, and it's really, really cold. Okay, so this guy's done. I still want to know where my my other Breedall is. That's weird. Because I thought I left it down here. Let's see. I'm just going to take this up to the other field because we're going to reseed. Wait a second, I think I might know where it is. In Canada, you kind of need to own a snowmobile. Yeah, see, no, that wouldn't work. That'd be fun for about 10 seconds and be like, okay, I'm cold, I'm ready to go back home to Ohio. My other Limer is behind the oh, there it is. Thank you for paying attention for me. 39 for you, and it's raining. We had like a bunch of rain a few days ago, and I think it just kind of like lightly sprinkled last night, but it wasn't anything major. Oh, this is going to take like 70 years. Wait, let's fire this guy really quick. Man, he's burning through the fertilizer for sure. Jeez. We still got to come back up here with the stump grinder, don't we? It never ends. It's currently yeah, today it was like 60. My deck thermometer, which is like on the back side of the, it's like on the north side, so it doesn't get like super hot there. But the deck thermometer was saying like about 64 degrees this afternoon around 1:30 or 2 or something. So yeah, it got really warm here. I mean, that's like, I can't ever remember it being that warm in January. Okay. Cancer Man says, off topic, but is Bus Sim 16 worth the price? I wouldn't buy that one. I'd buy, if I were gonna get one, I would get the newest one. It's a good game. It's the what is it? Bus Simulator 18, I think, is the current version. Way better than 16. So yeah, if you were gonna get one of those, I would say get Bus Sim 18 and not 16. switch to oats, and then I'll just do this field really quick. Minus 10 Celsius in Newfoundland. Oh man. Welcome back, CYH5. All right, so we're gonna take this guy over, and we'll do the maintenance. Not sure what the cedar. Like, I don't know how bad the cedar is, to be honest with you. Let's shut that off so I don't go insane. Have I seen any new movies lately? I did just watch, what was it? Marvel's Infinity, or Avengers Infinity War the other day. And, well, like, I don't know, about a week ago. The other thing I started watching was that Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate events on Netflix. And I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's just really bizarre. Like, there's not really much about it that's very uplifting. I can say that. But aside from that, Bird Box. Don't. If you've not seen Bird Box, don't bother. It was terrible. It was, in my opinion, it was totally predictable. The ending. There wasn't really like a big payoff ending, and there, you know, people are like, or the ads are like, oh, it's the scariest movie of the year. There was absolutely nothing scary about it. Infinity Wars was disappointing. I enjoyed it, but you know, Avengers Endgame comes out, I think, in the spring. Doesn't it come out in like April or May or something? Because there's the Captain Marvel movie, and then we know that Captain Marvel is going to come and save the day at the end of Endgame. I'm 100% convinced of that. Yeah, and then once, you know, after Avengers Endgame, that's going to be the end of the Avengers movies. They'll probably have to like reboot the whole thing then. Yeah, Captain Marvel is in March, and then Avengers Endgame is a month later, and then that's literally the end of the whole Avengers Marvel movieverse or whatever. That kind of brings all the stories to an end. Oh gosh, don't tell me there's going to be a Three's Company movie. I had a friend that used to watch Three's Company all the time. I never really cared much for it. But oh, I had a girlfriend, like whenever it was on, she would watch it and I would just be like, kill me now. You know when you see those cat memes where like somebody puts like a little, you know, dress on a cat or something like that, and the meme's like got this like cat that looks like it's really super depressed and it says like, please kill me. That's basically how I felt whenever she would watch Three's Company. New Avengers, X-Men reboot. Well, the Avengers and the X-Men were always two different. There were like always two different universes, and I just think, you know, combining the Avengers with the X-Men is, especially in a movie, it's like, I don't know, I can't really get behind it. But I mean, the way that they wrote the entire, you know, Avengers, you know, Iron Man, Captain America, you know, they did an excellent job on all of them. Black Panther, just, you know, all the different movies. I don't think I ever saw the Hulk movie. Didn't they do like a Hulk movie? And I haven't seen Ant-Man and Ant-Girl or whatever. Ant-Man and the Wasp or something like that. You have $863 left. Well, that's all right. We'll survive. We will survive. Marvel, MCU doesn't have the rights to the X-Men yet. Yeah, and I mean, because Disney has Marvel, and then X-Men is Fox, I want to say. 20th Century Fox, is that who? I'm not exactly sure. Or maybe it's like Sony or something. I can't. Somebody look up who owns the X-Men rights, because I just do not know off the top of my head. Okay. So I guess now we get to fast forward time. Yay! How can Wolverine die? I don't know. Disney owns Fox now. Yeah, so see, it's not a problem. Yeah, but Disney's really starting to go down the tubes with all the political correctness and stuff. I'm really kind of worried about the future of, you know, Disney right now, because it's kind of moving away from the whole, you know, super wholesome thing. I think that they'll kind of keep it that way for their you know, their theme parks and stuff, but, you know, just what they've done to like the Star Wars franchise. Like The Last Jedi is, for the most part, completely unwatchable for me. They should have killed off Carrie Fisher's character in that movie. You know, when what is it? When Kylo Ren, you know, blows up the bridge to that space cruiser, and like Princess Leia goes flying out into the cold dark space. That should have been the end of her. But unfortunately, all those years of cocaine finally caught up with Carrie Fisher, and she had to die last year. Well, it wasn't last year. It was like right around Christmas time at the end of 2017, wasn't it? I mean, I'm not like trying to belittle her passing in real life, but yeah, I mean, she wasn't. You could really see in the Last Jedi where she wasn't really. Her acting chops were just not cutting it. You know what I mean? Oh no, we're out of money. That's right. No. Do you watch The Walking Dead? No. I watched the first 2 seasons, and the second season was so bad that I couldn't even begin to carry on. Like that show pretty much jumped the shark into like this area of like unreality that I honestly don't think would ever happen. I think if there was some kind of zombie apocalypse, I don't think that it would end up like The Walking Dead. I don't think it would be anything like that. Okay, we got to check on... Oh, great. Oh, no. We need to start weeding. Wee! Negative money. I'm not worried about it. Not worried about it in the slightest. Come on, jeez, just... Gotta put those tires back on there. I want to see some fun movies from Middle America. We need a modern-day Smokey and the Bandit style movie. You know, I'm not sure that they could make that... Well, I mean, you've got, like, Fast and the Furious. I would kind of say that that's about as close as you're going to get to, like, a modern-day Smokey and the Bandit. Smokey and the Bandit, as it happened back then, you know, as, you know, the movie took place back then, it couldn't happen today like it could back in the late 70s. Because there's just so much, you know, surveillance and why did I bring up this sweeter? I didn't need her, 'cause I got a weeder up here. I gotta check on the soybean prices, which are still pretty crap, but at least that price is going up. Oh, wait a second. I want to see a movie that offends everyone like Blazing Saddles. Oh. As funny as that would be, I think there would be like riots. I think people that are, yeah, I saw this video the other day from Dave Chappelle, and I'm not like being racist or anything like that, but he did this comedy skit that was something like a little racism is a good thing or something like that, and it's on YouTube. It was freaking hilarious, and it's actually kind of true, and I'm not saying it from like I don't wish anybody harm. Like I don't have anything against any person of color or whatever, but I just like I saw that clip and I was like, this is really kind of true, because he was talking about like white people and black people and Asian people and I'm not sure who else, and it was just kind of funny, and there's something about Dave Chappelle too that I think he just gets it. It's like I don't care about like people's races or any of that kind of stuff. Like if you're cool to me, I'm gonna be cool to you. If you're nice to me, I'm gonna be nice to you. And even though, and I also realize that I'm not always gonna agree with everything that you guys say, and you guys aren't always gonna agree with everything I say, and that is perfectly okay. And I think that one of the things that schools seem to be teaching kids these days, especially like universities, is to go like way extreme left, to be overly offended by everything. And Dan Mitchell just says, offend everyone? Yes. Everybody is already offended. It's like we live in this outrage culture. Nothing really offends me. There's a few things that kind of offend me, but there's not really too much that I can really be overly offended by. Depending on people talk smack all the time, and I don't really have a problem with that. But it's, when there are people that legitimately are, doing things that are purposefully offensive, then I typically have a little bit more of an issue with it. But not when it comes to comedy. I think, if you watch a movie or TV and you watch a comedy, a lot of times it is it's done for sarcasm, it's done for TV, it's done for jokes, and it's just a lot of times it reflects life in many ways. But anyway, see, Nightmare 1314 says, I wish it had more mods. Dan Mitchell, I'm Irish, we're offended. Oh gosh. Yeah, I can't make any potato jokes now, darn it. Helper H is blocked by an object. Oh. One of my good friends is he's full on Irish, lives in Ireland, the whole 9 yards, and he gets so mad if you make a potato joke. And so he's on my my Farming Sim 19 multiplayer server. What's the first thing he grows in Farming Simulator? Just guess. Just guess. I'll give you one guess. So whatever the first thing that he grew in Farming Simulator 19. If you guessed potatoes, you're absolutely right. Let's see here. Are we gonna... Okay. Looks like we missed a couple spots there seating, so... Please start the engine first. Ah, what the heck? Ugh! Chickpeas. What's my favorite? I don't really have a favorite tractor. At least I don't yet. Wait a second. I want to go. I want to turn around. If that goes up above 3,000, we're going to be like rolling in the dough. Tim Allen is conservative. That's why ABC canceled him, but now he's on Fox. Yeah, that Tim Allen show, what is it, Last Man Standing? That show's funny. And I tell you what, anybody that's offended by that, just like anything in that show, I just can't take seriously. I just really can't. Gleno, hey, how's it going? Wow, where is everybody tonight? Cooper Waddell, do I know you? I don't know anybody named Cooper Waddell, that's for sure. Do I know the band Poison? Nothing. No. Oh, Poison. Nothing but a good time. That's a song name. Oh, yeah, I remember. Dude, I went to a Poison concert when I was a kid. I mean, are you kidding me? Freaking loved Poison. I modeled my life after Michael Knight from Knight Rider and my hair after Poison. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's so true. Let's see. Dang, feels breath. No, I don't know a Cooper Waddell. I mean, not in real life. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Helper B has completed the task. The task of weeding the field. Poison concert? You old. Oh, dude, I was up there like, look what the cat dragged in. Yeah, motherfucker. Wait, what? Heck yeah. I want to say I remember, you remember Stryper? Stryper? Yeah, they were like this Christian rock band, and I swear I went to a concert where Stryper opened up for Poison, but I can't remember. Like, it's been so long ago. Do you know Monster Jam? It's a monster truck. I know of it, yes, but no, I've never gone to one. This poop snake, he's always... If this guy can ever seed a field properly, it'll be the first time. Mid-70s is right. Wait, what? My sister got me and my mom and my niece on her tickets to go see Jeff Dunham on April 10th at the North Charleston Coliseum. Oh. I was at the signing of the 10 Commandments, says Kevin Reed. Oh my gosh. What would I rate this game? I would rate it, you know, a really solid 9 out of 10, you know, if it weren't for all the bugs and stuff. With all the bugs, probably like a 7.5, 8. I would rate this game. Don't worry about. I would rate it. This is what I would rate it. Don't worry about the rating. Go and buy it. That's my rating. Give Giants your money. That's my rating. But yeah, I wouldn't be live streaming this for so long if I didn't thoroughly enjoy this game. And you guys know that, I think, because I do not live stream games that suck. All right, so Port Green. I hate going to the Port Green elevator. I don't think I've fertilized these fields yet either. No. I would do one of these fertilizing missions if I knew I was gonna. Let's see. Well, you know, if I wasn't out of money, I would do one. Lego is awesome. Going to buy for PS4. Have I ever played American Truck Simulator? Yes, I've done some live streams of it. And I think I even used to do some series on it. Ah. What did I buy to be negative money? Well, we did a ton of landscaping for one. And then we still haven't. I mean, look at all the crop I got. I've got 12,000 wheat, 8,000 barley. I'm out of oats. We've got 9,600 canola. We don't have any sunflower, but we've got 189,000 soybeans in our thing, and then another 100,000. So we basically have like 300,000 soybeans. So I mean, if we can get, let's see, let me add these up really quick. So 189 plus 111 equals 300 exactly. So we got a little over 300. Looks like 300.7 plus 0.7. So 300.7 times 2761. That's 830,000. Is that right? 830,000? So 300.7 times 2761 is $830,000. So that's how much money I have really in crop. So if we can get that up to, you know, if the price for soybeans goes up to 3,000, I mean that'll, which I don't think it's going to do, but that would put us over $900,000 and obviously pull us way, you know, well out of debt. Dude, I'm so old, I had Poison on tape. On a cassette tape. How about them apples, huh? Everybody's like, dang. Okay. So it looks like we're done over here. Chad Bergman, hey, how's it going? Queen was your first tape. I think mine was either the soundtrack to the Dark Crystal or the soundtrack to Tron. And then like my first like band like was Michael Jackson's Thriller. That was my first like music like song tape like band tape. Which Michael Jackson wasn't really like a band then, but well, I mean, he was like solo or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Wait till it goes up to 3,000 or better for, you know, it hasn't in a long, long time, so I don't know that it's going to now. I fully do not expect it to go above 3,000. All right, so we got to jump in this guy. I know I don't want to reset. Oh, we were already there. Go. Fatal Error says, I'm 14. Wow. So what year were you born? 1990 or 2005 or 2006? Man, that's just beyond nuts. I think you can buy cassette tapes on Amazon. You know what was funny? Like when after my dad died, my dad still had like a bunch of, cassette tapes, like some old like Panasonic cassette tapes and stuff in like original packaging, like not even like the original cellophane wrappers, never removed. And then I'm not sure what I did with all my tapes, because I had all my tapes out at my dad's house, but I think I might have thrown them all away. Because I'm just like, I'm never in a million years going to ever listen to these ever again. This Brad dude is glass half empty. That's right. Let's see. Oh, to be 14. Oh, man. 14. Oh, if I could only be 14 again. All my girlfriends I had back then. Gosh. Let's see. Okay, he's still doing his thing there. Helper F has completed their task. I just hope that I can get all of the fertilizing done down here. Keeping my fingers crossed. Come on, nah. There we go. Remember 8-track tapes? Yeah, but I never... That was after my time. Or before my time, I mean. My dad had some. He had, like... Well, he had we had, like, a record player in our house. We had a record player that had, like, an 8-track deck in it. And what was really sad is the record player and everything was actually my mom's. And when my dad, for whatever reason, my mother gave my dad, or asked my dad to store it for her because she didn't have anywhere to do it. And so the only place my dad could put it was in the garage. And basically, like, all the cats that my dad had like 5 or 6 cats. And all the cats just, like, peed all over that damn thing. And I used to like cats, and I don't really like cats very much anymore, because I've seen how they can really destroy somebody's life. And like I had another friend that it was this girl that I met, like, I don't know, probably 15, 16 years. No, it was probably more like 12 or 13 years ago. And she was like, whoa, sorry, my email just did some weird thing. Anyway, she had like 30-something cats. And these things basically, like, completely took over her entire life. We're destroying her home. And she's like, oh no, she's like, I clean up after him every day. And I'm like, there's turds right there on the floor. Like, you're not cleaning up after, because I think people get into a situation where they're either unhappy about their lives, or they're depressed, or, I mean, I don't know what the, I don't know. I can't really explain it, but you eventually get to the point where it's just like you don't see all the bad stuff anymore. I mean, I like cats. I mean, I had a cat years ago. It was like a really nice, cool cat, but let's see. Wait, Helper A has completed the task. Oh, good. Okay. But by and large, like anymore, I'm not really a very big cat liker person. I don't mind them if people, take care of them, but when they don't, yeah, no. I hate when kids say, "What's a CD?" I punch them kids. Yeah, I still have CDs. I would rather have a physical medium for, like, my music than digital any day. I don't have a problem with taking the physical and putting it into a digital format so you can put it on your phone or put it in your car or wherever you want to put it. But I think that it's important to have a physical medium for audio. Because, one computer, I don't care what Apple says. Apple could go belly up in 10 years. We don't know. Amazon could go belly up in 10 years, or, I don't know what all the music services are that you can buy digital music from. But if those companies lost their database of what music you're supposed to own, you're screwed. You don't have any, unless you've downloaded it into a a DRM-free version, which I guarantee you haven't, because you know Apple does. I don't think allows DRM-free downloads of their music, because if they did, you could share it with anybody. Anyway, let's see. Damn, my sister gave me a hard time about my tapes and CDs. I do stream music from Tune though. Let's see. Dan Mitchell has 4 cats. They eat the rats. If they're outdoor cats, they're probably all right. My cat Layla is not destructive. She is a good girl. Well, that's good. Okay, Helper B has completed the task. No, you didn't, you liar. It's these trees that are getting in the way here, I think. Wow, what time is it? Let's see here. So we're almost done up here. We just gotta go there and there. And I gotta figure out where the other fertilizer spreader is. Spotify has download things so you can listen with no service. Yeah, but Spotify is like a stream though, right? Or can you actually stream like albums on Spotify? I don't know. I don't have it. I don't use it, so I have no idea. Oh, good. We've got some extra fertilizer here. Okay. Nope, there's the other fertilizer bin right there. I got 2 of them, so there's one here and one there. 2,449. You think that'll be enough fertilizer for the big field upstairs? I sure hope so. Zombie Monkey says I've got to go, guys. Good night, everyone. Thank you for stopping by, and thanks again for subscribing, Zombie. I appreciate it. It's under the shed. See right there. Yep, I saw it. Go, 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 go. How steep is this? Can we climb up there? Oh, yes. Took a little shortcut that time. I need to make like a little shortcut. We could do that with the terrain editor, right? I don't know anymore. I definitely don't have the money to do it right now, that's for sure. Oh, he's almost done. All right, so let's enter this vehicle. Actually, I'm just going to take over. Nope, 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 nope. There. I'm like, wait, it's not going down. Let's see. My stream is buffering because I've got a bad signal in the mountains of North Carolina. Well, take care, Chad. Be safe. And I'll see you in the next live stream, maybe. Did I see 1,000 Ways to Die in the West? No. The older I get, the less I want to see ways to die, I think. When you're a kid, you don't really think about that, and that's why you do, like, 99% of the stupid crap that kids do, because I know, because I was a kid. But what is going on with, why does my email keep popping up? Okay. Oh, great. I'm getting hiccups now. Matthew Marino, hello. Trying to hit these like little spots. This out here, I think, is that's the thing that we need to fix. See how we doing? Okay, fertilizer's still there. He's still doing that. All right. Because what I'll be able to do once we're done weeding is I'm going to be able to take this tractor down, grab the other fertilizer spreader, and then we'll be able to you know, finish off this field a little bit quicker with the fertilizer. I keep forgetting to run the plow over this. Okay, so this is finished. Okay, I'm going to take this weeder back down. Gosh, even if we sell all... Oh, you know what? I just realized something. We can actually fill the train up if the selling point is the port grain elevator. We can just go from down here up to the silo. We can grab the train and just take all the grain over with the train. I don't know if that would be faster or not. It's still kind of zigzaggy getting up there to the top of the hill, but that might be a better way to go. I don't know. Maybe not. Oh, Dion, since you're still here, I got your message about asking if the DeLorean build was available in Canada. I did ask a few people if they know who are much more knowledgeable about it than I am. Whoops, that's not the way I wanted to go. And I have yet to hear back from them. So if I find out, I will let you know. What I would recommend doing is replying back to the I don't know, whoever it was that you emailed today, if it was the U.S. supplier, and just ask them if they know if there is a Canadian supplier for the kit, because they might be able to refer you. The fact that they didn't makes me think that there's probably not, though, so I don't know. Oh, wait a second. We're not even close here. Oh, good. This one's completely full. Okay. You built a DeLorean? Kind of. I'm building one. Alright, I am going to go like this. Am I gonna miss the bottom of the field here, I bet? Yep. I know that there's a, I know, because it's like a delivery thing, I know that there is a place in France, and I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. But there's a place in France that I know they will actually ship issues to the United States. Or I'm sorry, well, I know that they'll ship to the United States. I would assume that they'd also ship to Canada as well. But you're probably going to pay a bit more, like premium-wise, for the shipping. Because I remember like a long time, like a few years ago when I was doing the Millennium Falcon build, there were some parts that I needed to special order from this place in France because the United States people got slightly different parts, and it's been so long ago I can't even remember which parts those were. Now that I think about it, I'd have to go back and look at my email and find out what it was. Check soy. Well, I'm not fast forwarding time right now, so the soybean prices probably aren't going to change all that much. $28.02. So let's see. We got 300.7 times 28.02. That's 842,000. So it's gone up. What was it? 830,000 before? You emailed Hero Collector. Did you go to the link that I from my build? Like, go to the link in my build videos, and I don't know if that's the same. Here, I'll go look really quick. I don't know. Oh. Why is YouTube taking forever to load? I'm gonna take my headset off really quick. I have like a thick shirt on, so I'm gonna take that off so I can just have my t-shirt on because I'm about ready to burst into flames. I'll be right back. Okay, much better. Huh. I feel like 80 degrees cooler already. Let's see, I gotta go back into my creator studio and build the DeLorean. There we go. Yeah, it's DeLoreanBuildup.com. This is the website, Dion, that you want to go to. I just posted it in the chat. And let me see. I don't know if that's the Hero Collector people or what, but let me check here real quick. Oh, it is Hero Collector. So if that's the people that you emailed, they're about 99% worthless when it comes to when it comes to information they give out to customers. It's really bad. Nope. Let's I gotta find these little. There's one. And I think right there was the other one. Okay. Well, let's see. We'd have to drive up here instead of going all the way over here. But the only problem with that is we can go the other direction a lot faster than taking all the time that it would take to load it all on the train first. You know what I mean? As fun as taking the train is, it's just going to take so much longer. I think this other guy's going to finish it off for us here. We're going to kind of need to go down like this. Boom. Okay, so I'm going to take this guy over to the store. And then I'm going to go ahead and fast forward time. Won't even take a Canadian phone number. Well, I know that, Dion, but I'm saying, like, if you contact them and ask them, hey, I'm up in Canada. I know that you guys don't sell to, you know, the Canadian market, but do you have a supplier that does? Like, is there another company that's doing the subscription for Canada? Then they might know. But that being said, I know how absolutely worthless a lot of their customer service reps are, and so I think the chances of you getting an answer from them are probably slim to none, unless you were to actually call them on the phone. But then again, there's an international phone call, so I know. Let's see, how much longer are you streaming? I'm not sure yet, Luke. Probably not. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Oh, ooh, that one's going up now. Oh, this one's going up. Central grain elevator. So what do we got? We got 300.7 times. Oh, there we go. That's the highest price we're going to get right now. $29.32. That equals $881,000. So almost $900,000. We couldn't quite get it there. Oh no. Wait, is it too late? Have the crops grown too high? No, I don't think they have. Oh! Ah, we missed a spot. Sell. Yes, I definitely agree there. I just want to make sure we get this last little bit here. Okay, so central grain elevator. Right? Yeah. What will you do with the money? Well, one thing I'm going to do is we're going to get out of debt. And then I'm going to buy this area up here because I want to put kind of a farming area in up here. And then we'll kind of like sit back and figure out where we are money-wise. And I kind of feel obligated to pay my loan down. Since my loan is like ridiculously high. But it's only costing us like $300,000 a day. So we're going to have well over $850,000 by the time we're done with all of this. Okay. But I think next to that, maybe buy Field 11 or something. I just kind of like, I'm not sure what I want to do. Oh. All right, first batch. Look at that, 87,000. And that's only the first half of the trailer. See, guys, I know what I'm doing when it comes to this game. You guys were all freaking out because, oh my gosh, negative money. Be like, nope. See, I'm playing the long game. You got to remember that. We could even buy some solar panels. Must be a Poison concert. A lot of traffic on the map. Go. Yay! Oh, we've got the hammer down. Got to get this money. Oh gosh, oh my, oh my. Eventually I want to buy like, I want to try to buy like every property on the field. How about them apples? I have 2 large solar panels and make almost 40 grand a day off them. Really? Like the DLC ones? These right here? Wow, $820 an hour? Yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe we'll have to build a solar farm. All right. Back to the central grain elevator. Got the pedal to the metal. This is like the slowest part of this route because we're going uphill. It's pretty steep right here. Look at that. Oh gosh, we're gonna hit the tree. And one thing that I do want to do right quick is just check the price. You always want to check the price before you sell, just to make sure that the price isn't gonna, you know, go through the toilet while you're on your way there. Michael Wood, hello. Back to life, back to reality. Wait, who was that? I think we should be able to kick open both of these things, you know what I mean? But we can't. And that's just the way it is. So we've got $343 right now. Let's see if we go. So 307. So one more load, we'll be able to buy that area that I've been wanting to purchase. How much longer until I sell the horses? Well, we've already sold all the first horses. So we sold those once. I'm not even sure if we were through to the first day. We might be on the second day for the horses. We'll check them here while we're filling up. Oh, it's going so fast. Oh no, we're up to like 71%. So just a few more days, like 3 more days. Wow, you guys weren't joking about the wind. I don't know if it doesn't sound like usually if it's like really windy, I can hear it. Let me just look and see what the wind is like right now. So wind is from the southwest at 9. It says 9 miles per hour. Or might be in knots, I'm not sure. Usually they do miles per hour on these things because nobody knows what a knot is. Yeah, it's definitely not as windy now as it was earlier this afternoon. It was pretty gusty this afternoon. I took the garbage out this evening. Well, I guess it was around 4 or 5 or something like that. And yeah, it was pretty crazy then. Whoa. I wonder if we make better time going right back there or continuing straight at full speed and going this way. I just feel like this is way more out of the way, even though we can maintain like top speed longer. Why is it that every time I go around this bend, there's always this car right here? Every time. What the heck? What the heck was going on with my truck? Look, it's like hovering off the ground. Wow. Have you been drinking the corn syrup, Brad? Yes, of course I have. All right, so there we've got the... Oh man, we're gonna have over 500,000, but we've got enough money to buy the plot that we were wanting. So let's go ahead and do that, just to get that out of the way. Okay, there we go. So Brent, how have you been doing? How's your YouTube channel going? Are you doing YouTube, or are you doing like Facebook, or what are you trying to do? What's corn syrup? It's high fructose corn syrup. It's basically, it's kind of like maple syrup, but it's derived from corn. Careful, Brad. You have 89 plus people on board with you, no accidents. I feel like going this way is a little bit faster. So we bought the new plot for what, 370,000. We still have 148 left. 148,000 left. All right, so I think we've only got like what, 9,000 or something left down here, and then we'll go up and get the rest from the other silo. Boom. So how much do I have in the other silo? 111. So yeah, it's gonna be 2 more trips at least. Kevin Reed got whiplash in an FS19 accident. Oh no, you poor baby. What I might actually have to do is go out, like maybe between like today and the next live stream, I'm gonna have to make like a test map just so that I can go and kind of mess around with the area up there and like figure out how I want to lay it out before I, you know, go crazy. At least so I can kind of have an idea of what I want to do. Because obviously we're going to put, you know, a lime station up here, no doubt. $95 watching, 66. I know, like, it's weird. We, like, didn't even bust, you know, 100 viewers tonight. And we've been doing, like, 130, 140, like, every other night. I don't know where I actually fill up. Is it right here? I'm gonna guess it's right here. Start filling, yes. Yes, soybeans. What? This is my first time, like, using this, this silo. Kim Kardashian got whiplash in her wrist. Doctors told her it was her phone causing it. What, you mean it wasn't like Bruce Jenner just... Oh, wait, he can't do that anymore. That's right. Oh, too soon? That was kind of inappropriate, but come on, you guys are laughing on the inside. It actually passed 100 for a minute, so you did hit it. Wait, what? Yeah, we hit 100 viewers, but I mean, we're usually up to like 130, 140, sometimes 150 people. Oh gosh, oh my. Maybe I'll buy one of them darn fangled tree cutter downers. Slow down. Let's see. He still has his man. No, he doesn't anymore, Skeet. I'm pretty sure he got all that removed. Ask Lise, she'll know. Hey, say hello to Nathan Williams. Hi, Nathan Williams. All right, we are up to 300,000 bucks. All right, let's go. I guess we'll go this way. So we're gonna have like what 60,000. We're gonna have 795. But we should still be over 500. You know, 500,000. So we'll have like tons of money. Tons. Well, I know that I'm going to put a lime silo and a repair shop up here, a vehicle maintenance shop or whatever it's called. Add a new silo to the farm. I don't really need to, because I mean 200,000 is a lot down at the other farm. And we can put other silos elsewhere. Like I could put another silo up here, but I think then it becomes like a whole new silo. Wait, where am I going? You guys are supposed to be like, Brad, you missed your turn. Okay. Top is open. And soybean. TBO, let's see, best thing about FS is I don't have to fix the equipment myself. Amen to that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, we've got 795 left. I don't even know if I'm going to make the other trip. I don't know if it's worth it or not. Because it won't even be 3,000 bucks. It'll be like 2,500 bucks or something. Not too bad. Okay, I just don't want to drive down there. Oh my gosh. What? Are you going to move the rest back to the front? No, there's only like 700 in there. It's not even worth it. $500,000. Nice. So see, what I can do now is if I go to my loans, we could pay back like 250,000, or I could just keep my. See, I could still borrow more money too. It's crazy how much I can borrow right now. Everything is good to go around here. Ooh, cultivating. Too bad I don't have a big cultivator, or I would just put a tractor on that for her. That'd be like easy money. But I think that is where we're going to leave things off for tonight. I know. I got more work to do tonight. I gotta make some screenshots, or make some the title screens for the next 10 DeLorean build issues. I'll probably do like 20 of them. Because I have up to issue 70, I think. And I think I did issue 66 today. 65 or 66. So I've got quite a few of them, you know, pre-built already. So, or pre-filmed, I mean. So I gotta, probably tomorrow I'll edit those. I'll definitely release another DeLorean video tomorrow for sure. But yep, I got stuff to do. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me yet again, playing some Farming Simulator 19. As always, do not forget to well, don't smash it, because then if you smash it, you won't be able to smash it again in the future. So just, you know, hit that like, touch it lightly with your fingers so that it gives me a thumbs up. I always appreciate it. Leave comments when the video goes live. I always like hearing from you guys. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Guys, thanks again. Farming Simulator 19, I am Brad M73. Have a good night, everybody, and bye for now.